Yeah, working 6 days a week allows me to stay physically in shape, physically fit to a point, and I'm building up stamina, and I'm just becoming more physically resilient and tough. Yeah, wow, 6 days a week. Wow, yeah.
You're watching 40 Entrepreneur Drive.
Hello, how are you? This is Kenya. Welcome to my channel, 40 Entrepreneur Drive, where I'm documenting my journey to entrepreneurship, as well as talking about other life stuff like mental health and wellness and family and pretty much anything I feel like at the moment. I've got a little compositional notebook here that was given out in one of my therapy sessions, so I can start journaling my feelings and things that's going on with me. And I would highly recommend anybody to journal, whether you have issues or not. It helps sometimes to see things on paper, depending on what kind of learner you are, what kind of personality you have. You like to work things out in your head, or you like to talk to somebody one-on-one, or you like to see things in black and white. And so I don't write in here every day, but I was writing in here almost every day while I was in therapy, and then just writing down sort of kind of some problem solving things. And one thing in therapy that they talk about is trying to see the positive, trying to focus on the positive, trying not to minimize the positive. And I like to think that I'm a positive person. I really do like to think that I'm a positive person. But sometimes it can be hard to see like the silver lining on that cloud when it's a difficult situation. So one of my situations that has been a struggle for me like the last 3 or 4 years, I don't know how long it's been, is the 6-day work schedule that I am required to perform at my job. It is it's a mandatory 6 days, but you can apply for a waiver or a request to be excused for that day, but it's always up to the discretion of management, and depending on how many other people want that day off, you may or may not get it. And so for the most part, it's mandatory. You just have to expect to be there 6 days a week. It's not something I like. I don't care about the overtime. I don't care about the extra money. For me, my time and my personal time and my freedom is much more important. And so that it makes me very sad. It makes me sad and it makes me frustrated knowing that I only have one day off a week to manage the rest of my life. It really makes me unhappy. But I did a little exercise for myself. It kind of started off a little bit like sarcastic and in jest, but I mean, I can look at it as realistically and as positively as I want, or I can see it as, parody or sarcasm. But in either way, this is 10 reasons why it's great that I'm working 6 days a week. 6 reasons. 6 positive reasons that I'm working 6 days a week, and none of it has to do with money. This was a challenge for me. I was like, okay, how can I turn this around? How can I look at this in a positive light? How can I see this other than a negative in my life? So here we go, working 6 days. And I put a little, I started off with some little sayings here up the front with a little smiley face, like, yeah, whoop, whoop, zippity doo dah, I'm so lucky, awesome, 6 days a week, yeah, wow, hooray, thank you, yay. Number 1, the first reason that it's great that I'm working 6 days a week, it challenges me to be more efficient with my time. It does not leave a lot of time for just sitting around and wasting time. There's only so many hours in the day, but there's so many things to be accomplished and done, both personally and professionally and with family and relationships. So it challenges me. I'm always up for a great challenge to be efficient with my time. Number 2, working 6 days a week, helps me to build a hard work ethic or support a hard work ethic. I think I'm a pretty hard worker. I've always thought that I'm a hard worker. I mean, I feel like everybody has their lazy days where they really don't want to do too much. But I know that when I'm at work, I do try my best. I try my best. I don't make excuses. I don't pretend that I can't do a job. I actually work hard, and I'm not always rewarded for it. But it's still a challenge for me to build and support a hard work ethic, working 6 days a week. So yeah, thank you, 6 days a week. Number 3, it leaves little time for frivolous and wasteful activities. So working 6 days a week, if I am efficient with my time and if I'm being productive, it leaves little time for frivolity. Just wasting time, twiddling my thumbs, sitting around and doing nothing. Because I'm working 6 days a week, I am being productive 6 days a week. I am earning 6 days a week. I am doing something with my hands 6 days a week. I'm not being frivolous with my time. So I'm so happy that I'm working 6 days a week because what is the saying? Idle hands are the devil's workshop. So yeah, 6 days. Number 4. I actually wrote this one before I called my benefits to confirm the whole pension thing that I talked about in the other video. This one doesn't really count, but it's okay. I'm still gonna look at it as a positive. Number 4 says, working 6 days a week allows me to accumulate my years of service faster. So in the other video, I talked about in order for me to retire with my pension at a certain time, there's so many service hours there's age plus years served. I say it like I'm in prison. There's my age plus years of service with the employer. And I thought that the more hours that you work, the hours add up to a certain amount of time, but it's not true. It only goes by years. So I'm going to keep that on my list, just because it's a nice thought that the more hours I work, the more hours are accumulated to add up to, more years. So anyways, number 5, working 6 days a week, oh joy, allows me to become more familiar with the job itself, our company, and the facility. The more I'm there, the more I notice, the more observant I am, the more familiar I am with how things are supposed to work, and I'm more in tune with, the dynamics of the job, and I'm just that much more familiar with my job. So yeah, working 6 days a week, every day I go in there, I'm learning it like the back of my hand. Yeah. Number 7, the more that I work, meaning the more days that I'm there, 6 days a week, the better I become at my job, the better I become as a worker, specifically my skill set at the job. Yeah. The more I'm there, the more jobs I'm exposed to, the more experience I get with different departments, different work policies and standards. So the more that I work 6 days a week, the better I become at my job. I'm so happy and excited to be able to be afforded that opportunity. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Number 8. I'm so happy to be working 6 days a week because the more I'm working, the more stamina I'm building up in my body, the stronger my muscles are working, the more calories I'm burning. I'm getting in those steps every day. So yeah, working 6 days a week allows me to stay physically in shape, physically fit to a point. And, I'm building up stamina and I'm just becoming more physically resilient and tough. Yeah. Wow. 6 days a week. Wow. Yeah. All right, number 9. Number 9, woohoo, number 9, the more that I work, the longer that I'm there, and working 6 days a week allows my mind to go on autopilot. I'm in a factory, I'm in a warehouse environment, I'm doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, which means there's a lot of muscle memory, and I pretty much know what I'm doing. I do not need my brain. I do not need my brain. I don't need my brain to do the job. I don't really need critical thinking skills. So while my body is doing the job, my mind can wander and just go free. They can hold my body, but they can't hold my mind. And I can daydream and fantasize and be really creative, which I am a creative person. And so I very oftentimes do just go into myself and go into my imagination, and I come up with a lot of great ideas. Actually, I come up with most of my business ideas and my channel video ideas. I come up with a lot of ideas while I'm at work because the job is so repetitive that I don't need to think about it. Then my mind is actually free to think about other things. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do at home, what I need to do on the weekends, yada yada. So yeah. And the phone shut off. It's okay. I was at the end of the list anyways. Point is, it is possible to find something positive in most negative situations. Maybe not about the actual situation, but about something related to the circumstance or because of the circumstance. I had a few bonus reasons, plus number 10, it got cut off. I'll compile a list and put it up on the website, 40entp.com. Thanks for watching. Sharing this video will allow you to discuss the topic with others. Subscribing will bring more videos your way. Smashing that like button will make you feel good inside. Trust me.